to me the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you.
Hey guys, welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name is Amy, and today I'm doing a pick a card all about who have you triggered. It seems lately there's a lot of triggered people in the world, and people seem really on edge, and I thought this would be a timely and interesting reading, although this is a timeless reading. This particular deck, the Naughty Oracle, this is a new deck of mine, seemed to call out for this reading. So if this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? It's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what is up? How are you? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I appreciate you guys being here. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. It's really important for you to use your own discernment and your own judgment in all of the pick a cards that you watch. It's a sharpening of the tool of your own intuition and your own discernment as well. So keep that in mind. Now, I do offer personal and private readings. However, right now, they are closed. You can find out all the information about my readings down below. There's a link to my website. Now, if you want to get on my waiting list, I currently have a waiting list. You can email me. My email address is in that link below. So yeah, let's get into it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each card close up so you get a better feel of each group. I am going to be pulling cards as I go, and I'm going to be getting letters and initials at the end of each group. Group 1, you are black hole suck. Don't let darkness hold you back. Group 2, you are my eyes are up here, mister. Stop getting distracted. Group 3, you are narcissistic nymph. Take back your own power. All right, guys, so those are your 3 selections. I will insert a video with some music for you guys who want to take a little bit more time to see which group you're drawn to. If you're drawn to more than one group, there's probably more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit. A stupid myth, you choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody
end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth, put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
Hey, Group 1, all of you that selected Black Holes Suck. Don't let darkness hold you back. This is going to be your reading all about who have you triggered and why. We may find out what you can do about it too. So this card really is about being sucked into either your own negativity or other people's negativity, okay? So I feel like this is someone who is probably pretty dark as far as like their outlook. They may be depressed or have a lot of depression. And listen, to be fair, the world is kind of on fire right now, and it's hard to have, a sunny outlook. So, just to be fair, okay, keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates here and leave the rest behind, okay? Let's get some more cards on this situation. Okay, so what should we start with? Let's do the dark mirror here and find out more about who have you triggered. Who has my group 1 triggered? Who has my group 1 triggered? I will tell you though, giving them the benefit of the doubt, but feeling more of the energy, it really feels like this is a very negative person. Like they just... For some of you, it feels like they're the person that when they enter the room, they kind of suck the life out of it. We have parasite, so that's appropriate. Parasite, okay, yeah. I don't mean to laugh, but it just, when the cards come out like that, I have to laugh because, this person feels like just an mentally unhealthy. They may have mental health problems, which, hey, don't we all? But it's almost like there's something that's kind of eating them up, okay? And it eats them up, and in turn, they eat other people up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is almost like a parasitic virus, a black hole virus that kind of like spreads. Some people spread good cheer, and some people spread misery. And I feel like this person spreads misery. So, in other words, this person is easy to trigger. That's what I'm feeling. Like they look for reasons to be triggered because they feel justified and validated in their own bullshit. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Let's pull some more from this naughty oracle. This is one of my new oracle decks, and she is sassy, you guys. She is full of cussing and profanity, but some really good messages. So let's see what all comes out for you from this really cool deck. Okay, tell me more about this triggered person. It almost feels like a dark entity even. Like maybe they're haunted by a dark entity, a dark spirit as well. That won't be for all of you, but there's a darkness. And in this case, darkness isn't evil, okay? Evil is a whole other conversation. But this particular darkness does feel it edges towards a tone of wickedness. I hesitate to call people like evil. Now, in some of my readings, I'm openly, pulling on people who have some very evil, wicked intentions, okay? But here I'm feeling very like... I feel like there are times they act in malicious ways, but there's times that they don't. And I feel like for some of them, they're acting out of a trauma, okay? They're acting out of malfeasance. I've never really used that word before. Like they're acting out of, that was done to them, okay? So they are not aware of what they're really doing. Okay, this is someone who is asleep to their own toxic behavior, and they're not aware. They're sleepwalking through life. They're sleepwalking in a zombie state of negativity and pain, and they spread it around to other people. Okay, tell me more about this situation. Take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. A shit show. Become aware. Okay. So they need to become more aware of what's going on in their life. And so why have they been triggered? Well, honey, I'm sorry to say this to you, because I always feel bad when I tell people stuff like this, because I know what this feels like and it doesn't feel good. But like, you're a catalyst. You're a catalyst for them to wake up. You're a catalyst for them to get real about why they are such a miserable bitch. Bitch is not gender specific, okay? Anybody can be a bitch, right? Am I right? Say yes. All right. Okay, so tell me more about this shit show. So I feel like, let's see here. We have, why so serious? Droopy dog, find your joy. See, I feel like this is your energy. Like, you are, I'm saying like a lot, I'm sorry. You are getting on your own jam. Like, you are feeling your own energy. You're getting into your authentic self. And this isn't easy. This little cute little dog makes it look like it's easy. It's not. And many times when we start dancing to the beat of our own rhythm, or we've done it our whole life, and we meet up with these very miserable people who cannot be who they truly are. They are indoctrinated. This may be religious. They are indoctrinated by society. They are indoctrinated to be asleep by trauma. And you may be someone who has had trauma and woken up, and that's a very difficult journey in itself. And when they see someone being happy, or at least trying to be happy, listen, in this world, trying to be happy right now is a major soul journey. Like, it is. To stay in that happiness, it takes a lot of strength of will and focus. And sometimes it's okay. We have bad days. That's all right. A lot of people have a lot of bad days lately, right? But I feel like this person is, it's almost like I'm feeling this energy coming forward from this person of like, don't you see? Don't you see the world? Like, how can you be so naive? And I'm hearing like judgments. Judgments about how you express yourself, judgments about, like physically, the things you say, maybe how you look, maybe who you love, the choices you make. This feels extremely judgmental. This could be someone who is extremely conservative. This could be someone who is extremely religious. I feel like they are very stoic. And to be honest, I'm going to tell you, they have an internal mechanism with this parasite energy that is very brutal, like very brutal. This isn't like a self-aware person. This is someone who, it's like the brutality that they have experienced themselves, be it emotional, physical, mental, spiritual. It's like they dish that out to other people. Some of them feel like divinely guided to like judge people because they're trying to bring them to some kind of moment of spiritual evolution or something like that. And I feel like this sounds so bad, you guys, but it's just what I'm feeling. It feels like this people is really triggered by happiness, by happy people. Like, they don't like seeing other people happy because they can't be happy. They're in their own black hole of darkness, of negativity. And this is the kind of person that swims in it, okay? Parasitic energy. They get energy from negativity, okay? From other people suffering. Like, this is somebody who laughs at suffering. This is someone who like sees someone who's having a difficult time. Maybe you have some medical issues or you're having money issues, and they're like telling you like to get a job. You're not doing enough. Blah blah blah. And the truth is that they're really feeding their own self-judgment. And they're getting off on it in a way. Like, they're getting off on it. They're feeling self-righteous. That's what I'm trying to get to. There's a lot of self-righteous judgment here for group one. And they're triggered in anger. Okay, this is someone who is triggered to be angry. Okay, we have pissed as a parrot. Use your own voice. There we go. Someone who is, let me see here. There we go. Well, yeah, pissed as a parrot. This is someone who, they're very angry. And this is someone who is probably quick to anger. And if this is a family member, okay, like a parent, a grandparent, even a sibling, could be a partner, different things here, they may have anger issues. This may be the heart. If you've had trauma, this may be the person who contributed to that in some way. And I feel like this triggering situation that's going on, this shit show, is not just for them to become aware, but for you to become aware of the parasitic nature of this situation, and that this I want to call it a pirate. This parrot is a parasite. The parasite parrot, okay? And they are not going to change anytime soon, because this person is not aware. They are not aware and are not willing to self-reflect and become aware. The shit show is a catalyst, okay? And they are not reacting to it in a healing way. They're reacting to it in a way that feeds the parasite, okay? This is an unpleasant person. Like, this is an unpleasant person, just in general. If that doesn't resonate, this probably isn't your group. Boogeyman bullshit. Release your fears. Okay, so couple of things. So take what resonates here. For some of you, there's a lot of fear around this situation because you have done so much work. You're trying to be more of who you are. Aquarius, we are in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius is moving into Pluto, or already has. And many of us are being called to step up into our truth. And we're seeing it all over the world. We're seeing people step up into their authentic truth, becoming less afraid and more bold. And this really is pissing off a lot of people because you are no longer in line. Okay. Now, when we step into our power, many times the friction that happens causes a activation of deep fear, like really deep fear. I feel for you guys, what might be going on, or I'm feeling what's going on, is like there could be abandonment issues here. There could be, fear of being alone. There could be, again, rejection energy here. I feel like you have felt quite a bit of rejection in your life. Listen, this isn't easy. This is walking into your power and being your authentic self is one of the most difficult things you can do. If you weren't born with parents or a family that encourage you to do this, then you have a whole lot of obstacles already. And if you're born into a family where there is poisonous toxicity and abuse and maltreatment, then you have a whole lot more obstacles. Okay, so this is very, very difficult. And, this working through fear situation, it's ongoing. It's an ongoing scenario. Fears often resurface for us to kind of like dig deeper into self and understand where they're coming from. It's okay to be afraid. I think a lot of us, we oppress our own fear. What do I mean oppress? Not really oppress. There's a word I'm looking for and I can't find it. We suppress it. There we go. We suppress our fear because we've been told that talking about our fear makes it blossom or makes it happen. The truth is, suppressed fear, the energy it takes to suppress a fear itself can manifest it. Like you're throwing energy at it because it's so powerful you don't even want to deal with it. When you face a fear, when it comes up and you say, okay, so I'm feeling fear. This situation is triggering me to feel all these emotions and I'm uncomfortable. So instead of suppressing it, I'm just going to put the fear on the table. I'm going to poke it. I'm going to say, I see you, fear. I see you. But you know what? Even though I have fear, I am going to put that in my backpack and I am going to go forward on my journey. I acknowledge that I have fear, but it's not going to immobilize me like it has in the past. Now, this person, they're catalysted in fear because they fear judgment. Okay, they fear rejection. They fear abandonment. So it's almost like they push people away with their negativity before anyone can even get to know them. And what I see here is someone whose heart center has grown cold. I'm seeing like worms in their heart. Like this person hasn't just grown cold, but it's like they've given in to the darker, more negative aspects of self. It's almost like they've given in to the deep, dark, more, and wickedness of their own heart. Okay, instead of dealing with the shadow has grown out of control. So when they feel fear, it makes them angry, and they feed the beast, if you will. They feed the energy of it. So yeah, let's get some more energy here. Tell me more about who has my group 1 triggered and what is going on with the situation. Oh, I got several cards. I'm going to take it. Okay, pull your head in. Show more compassion and gratitude. Okay, I feel like this is for yourself. Okay, you need to focus on yourself. That's how you deal with this. Okay, because this person isn't someone who you can really reason with. They're in their own like personal hell, and instead of like becoming aware, I'm in my personal hell, I'm toxic as fuck, I am parasitic, and I need to work on myself. They just project the misery and torment outside themselves. And here's the thing. You may be like a Libra, a Taurus, you may be a Cancer, you may be a Sagittarius. What else? Okay, that's what I'm getting. You may feel like you want to help them. Like some of you, I feel like you want to help them. You want to help them understand. You want to help them like understand where you're coming from, understand your situation. Here's the thing. They are not open to that shit. Okay? They are not. They are not open to this shit. They don't want to hear about it. They don't want to understand. Deep down. Okay? You may talk to them and they may be like, yes, I hear you. But they're not really listening to you. Okay? I'm going to be real honest, real blunt with what I'm feeling. And, take what resonates here. But deep down, I'm going to tell you, and this may hurt, but they don't care. All they care about is their own misery and getting a kick out of judging other people. This group, you guys have someone who is very, very toxic and they're lost in it. There may be some addictive behavior here that they're feeding as well. Like this is real toxicity. This could be someone who like is actively maltreating people. They may be actively maltreating you. Okay. This is someone who needs like help from professionals to get better, to stop this kind of behavior. You are not the professional, honey. You are not the one. Okay, so you really need to show more compassion for yourself. And, you don't have to be around this person. Okay, don't appease this person with your presence. All right, that's not the answer either. Sometimes we just need to pull away. Sometimes we need to pull back. Okay, we have zombie wants brain. Strengthen your boundaries. Exactly. It may be time for you to get space from this person. It doesn't have to mean it's forever, but for right now, you're trying to show yourself more compassion. And if this person makes you feel awful because they're triggered and hateful to you and don't treat you well, and they remind you, I feel like for some of you, they remind you often of how you missed the mark, then hey, it's time to put up some boundaries. It's time to say, you know what? I ain't doing that shit. No drama llama, find your inner peace. Yes, that's what your guides want you to do in this situation. Find your inner peace. Let them spin. And they're going to get angry. A lot of them, like when you pull away, it doesn't have to be forever, but this person's very toxic. When you pull away, they're going to get mad. They're going to get mad. They may call you. We have 44 and 33. Okay, so repeating numbers of 33 and 44. So, they may get mad. They may throw a fit. Oh, well, when are they not mad? When are they not pissed off? You want to know if they're gossiping about you? Yeah, sure, they are. Because that's part of their mechanism of toxicity. All right? Okay, let's get you some letters and charms. I was going to say numbers, but I'm not throwing numbers today. So we're going to get you some initials, letters, and charms. All right. Okay, group one, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I'm going to read your letters, your initials off for you. We have MYAVTOEICEDCLMOWFNF. Okay, so we have the vampire teeth, so this is parasitic energy. This person's a parasite. We have zombie here, so again, put up good boundaries, okay, with this person. Your guides want you to know that you're protected on this journey. Although the journey you're on is very difficult. We have a couple of Day of the Dead charms here, which really bring to mind ancestor energy. I feel like a lot of ancestors are around you. Some of you guys have a grandma, a mama, a mimi, a momo, whichever. Hey, just take what resonates, okay? I'm just telling you what the names that I'm getting from the grandmas. It seems like there's a couple of grandmas here. Yeah, one of them is really funny. I'm seeing her with curly, like gray hair. It's kind of pinned back. And she's like, tell him about my nose, okay? She's like, I have a big nose, and it's so cute. And she's wearing glasses, and she has like the most striking eyes, brown and blue is what I'm seeing. And she is around you. Some of you, this is a divine feminine energy. It could be a guide as well that's coming forth in this grandma crone type energy. And what I'm getting here is that it's very important that you don't lose your sense of humor. This doesn't come through very often, but it's very important that you take time to laugh, okay? Laughter will help you transmute some of this dense energy. Some of you guys are carrying a lot of density, and you need to ground yourself with this this leaf here. Some of you guys need to get outside and get some sun, or as it's safe for you, okay? Because I realize the sun isn't safe for all of us. I was one of those people who, the sun made me sick. So, if it's safe for you, do what you can here. Yeah, and I'm feeling like with this witch's charm, I'm feeling like something's brewing. Your guides have something brewing for you. And this triggering situation is just another opportunity for you to understand more about why you are the way you are, why you've had to overcome the obstacles you've had to overcome. And it's been difficult. I feel like you're becoming more aware of, and some people don't like this, okay, but that, you have been a victim. And for a long time, I ran from that label, because we've been told it's disempowering. But the truth is that walking in and accepting the fact that, yes, I am a victim of this narcissist, I'm a victim of this betrayer, I'm a victim of this abusive situation. Many times for people who are having issues dealing with their trauma, it's a moment of acceptance. And it's very powerful to accept the fact that these things happen to you. And because they happen to you, yes, you are a victim, but it doesn't mean you're lesser. It doesn't make you, more vulnerable or anything like that. It's just what happened to you, and it's part of your journey to understand this. And it can be empowering because now as you accept that, you're like, okay, so this happened to me. Now you can look at that person. It may be this person who you've triggered and say, it may not. This may just be a situation where you have the opportunity to look at this person and see how in this situation, what I'm getting here is like, you have a tendency to give people the benefit of the doubt. And I feel like a mirror is being held up to you saying, you don't need to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. Not everyone deserves that from you. That compassion of giving the benefit of the doubt to everyone else really is something for you. You need to give yourself that compassion because you've been through a lot. And this person, that they have a lot of issues, okay? And no talking is going to solve that for them. Okay, they have their own internal journey they have to go through, and they may have to lose a lot of people. They may have to be alone to go through it, and that's okay. You know, as long as you take care of yourself and you do what you need to do and have compassion. And many times when we stay in toxic relationships, we think we're being helpful. We think we're helping the other person. We're actually, in many ways, blocking that person from having the experience that they need to grow. So, and we're blocking ourselves from having the release of the toxicity so we can grow. So it's very important for you to, follow your own intuition in this. It's very important for you to have compassion for yourself, have some laughter and some peace. When I see the California charm here, many times I think about like it's time for you to relax. It's time for you to kick back a little bit and allow your guides in the universe to kind of work things out for you. This person may not be a part of that, okay? And that's all right. That's completely all right. We have to be willing to say, okay, if this person can't be in my life, or I can't do that anymore, or if I can't, we have to be willing to say, okay, universe, I surrender to that. And let's see where that takes us. I'm going to keep an open mind about it. We often talk about, spiritual people, tarot readers talk about, actions we need to take. Sometimes the action is no action. We just need to kind of like do our thing and allow the universe to kind of move and do what it's going to do. Some relationships are not for a lifetime. They are for a meaningful, purposeful slot of time, and then they're meant to dissipate. Okay? All right, group 1, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you that selected. My eyes are up here, mister. Stop getting distracted. This is going to be your reading all about who have you triggered. Now, keep in mind, this is a general reading, so just take what resonates. Be sure to stay tuned to the end because I'm going to get letters, initials, and charms. So, who have you triggered? Well, you've definitely distracted somebody. You've definitely got someone like completely distracted. Okay. It makes me laugh. I'm not feeling like this is necessarily a negative thing, but let's get into it. I'm being drawn to the October Oracle. Let's do this one first. Tell me about this distracting energy. I want to know. I want to know about this distracting energy that's triggered somebody. It feels like a masculine energy. I do think for many of you, this is someone who is triggered by how you look. Now I'm picking up on a couple of things. So I feel like there are people who are attracted to you who are triggered by how you look. Specifically, it might be like parts of your body. For others, this is people who are triggered by how you look, and they're like a little judgy about it, but still kind of attracted. So it's interesting. Let's get some cards here. Tell me about this confusing, distracted energy. Someone's thinking of you. Okay. Yeah, I get that. Thinning veil, spirit communication. Okay. All right. Tell me about this. Tell me about the spirit communication. We know they're thinking. We have obscurity, obstacles, clouded judgment. Okay. All right. So this is interesting. I'm getting like when you're around this person, like sometimes they can't think clearly. And this could be at work. This could be like your partner. This could be someone who's romantically interested in you. And highly triggering, trigger warning. This could be someone who is, it's not really appropriate for them to be feeling this, okay? But I feel like their brain kind of scrambles. They get foggy around you because they are so triggered. They're so drawn to you. For some of them, there's something like, some of them are very bothered by it. Like they don't like it. They don't like that they kind of like react to you in this way. for some of them, it feels like a loss of control almost, and they're trying to keep control of themselves. So let's see what else comes out here. Tell me more about this foggy-brained person. You've scrambled someone's brains. Okay, we have emptiness, loneliness, void of spirit. So, yeah, I feel like this person, no matter their relationship status, they are not fulfilled. They feel very lonely. And a lot of people are feeling their loneliness right now. They're feeling the absence of connection in the relationships. If there is one, if there's any kind of issues, and we are in a Libra full moon, although this is a timeless reading. But a lot of people, like any kind of like weakness in a relationship as far as like needs not being met and things like that are coming to the surface. You may be a Libra or have some air in your chart, or they do, but they're just realizing they're not fulfilled, and they're so attracted to this. And like I said, for some of you, this is inappropriate. Like they should not be attracted to you. Okay. Like they know, and for some of them, they know this, and it's part of like, I've got to get a handle on this because this isn't cool. Okay. There's a few of them that don't care, but take what resonates here. But for some of you, like if this is your partner, they feel like there's something more they need to give you. Okay. There's something more here emotionally, like they haven't fulfilled you, emotionally, and they want to spend more time with you. They want to give to you more emotionally. And for some of you, how this has triggered you is that you may have been, especially if you're in a partnership or you're, talking to somebody, however this resonates, you may be very focused on this relationship and distracted from your other parts of your life. Like for some of you, you have maybe have made a lot of your life focus about this relationship. And the guides are coming forward with this spirit communication and telling you that you're being clouded. Your judgment is being clouded by this relationship because there's so much, what is the word I'm looking for? Because it feels dense, but it's not necessarily a bad density. It feels intense, but it's not necessarily a bad intensity, okay? It just feels like there's a lot going on. If this is your partner or someone you're talking to, I feel like my throat chakra is starting to like get weird. I feel like if this is your partner or someone you're interested in that you've triggered because of how you look, and they kind of get, I feel like sometimes, like when you're talking, they're actually thinking about like your body and like that kind of stuff, like, getting down, you know what I mean? I'm picking up on a lot of that like sexual vibe with you guys. So let's get some cards from the Naughty Oracle. Okay, this is a fun deck. It also has a lot of great messages. So tell me about this energy here. Tell me about this triggered person. They are thinking of you a lot. Whoever this is, like they think about you even in times when they don't want to sometimes. Like it's almost like they're judging themselves. They don't like how their thoughts go to you, how like they react to you. They don't like that they don't have as much control as they would like over the situation. We have fancy fat fucker, get healthy. Okay, what I'm feeling here is really about the health of a relationship, okay? The emotional health, if this is your partner that you've triggered. I feel I'm seeing someone who's very handsy or very focused on, the sexual part, and maybe isn't focused on the emotional part. Maybe they make a lot of small talk, but there isn't a lot of heart talk. And I feel like this may be triggering you as well. Like you may be finding yourself saying, you know what, I need more heart here. Like I need heart connection. You may be going through a heart healing right now where you're starting to really define the things you need in relationships. Now, if this is someone where this is inappropriate, then you're definitely learning about boundaries. when it's uncomfortable. Like they're really tough boundaries to put up. It's easy to put up boundaries when everyone knows their place, kind of thing. It's very difficult to put up boundaries when you have something extremely inappropriate in a very weird situation. Like you have like a brother-in-law or sister-in-law or an in-law who is making passes at you. Like that's a weird place to be, isn't it? It is. That's an example. I'm not saying that's happening for you. If it is, it is. Take what resonates. So this is really, for me, this is about getting emotionally healthy. Okay. Now, this person is triggered, and there is some reflection they need to do. For some of them, they are emotionally unavailable, and they're being almost like spirit is catalyzing them and drawing them to you, to this distraction continually, for them to finally see the mirror of self and be like, hey, there's something going on here. Like you're only expressing yourself in a physical way to this person, and you need to go deeper, or this isn't going to work, because this person eventually, part of this card talks about like getting undistracted, like walking away from your distraction. And I feel like for some of you guys, like you may be so triggered by this, they may be, take what resonates here, that it may be either time to go deeper, if this is a relationship, take it to the heart level, take it to the soul level, take it to the like, this is my person, I want this shit, or to leave, right? And there's no judgment here, okay? It is what it is. Okay. Now, as far as this being someone inappropriate, okay, I'm feeling like this is about you defining your boundaries, or them defining their boundaries. Well, I don't feel like they're able to, in a way. I don't want to take away any responsibility here, but it's almost like for some of them, they don't know what to do with themselves. And if this is like they have someone else and they're being inappropriate with you, there's something going on in the relationship, and that's what they're being triggered for, okay, is to look at their own relationship, look at their own situation, because there's a lack of heart there too. There's a lack of emotional depth. And for many of us, these relationships where there hasn't been emotional depth, they're leaving, they're going. They're either going deep or they're going away, because now we're moving into a state where we're living more authentically, and we want our relationships to be real. We want them to be authentic and not some cookie cutter idea of what it should look like. It should be what it is. So this is about getting healthy, mentally, emotionally, that kind of thing. If this is like at work, I feel like this is about finding a healthy working environment, creating one, being proactive about it, putting up good boundaries, and being proactive about your healthy workspace. Okay, let's pull some more cards here. Tell me more about this triggered situation for my group 2. This one kind of popped, so let's take a look. Your soul has fucked off. Retrieve it. Okay, this is the triggered person. Like, this is the person who is distracted. Okay, it's like they are disconnected from self in a way, emotionally. There are emotions that they are not comfortable with expressing. They have their own fear. Some of them have been betrayed. Some of them have done the betraying. Some of them are scared to be like locked down with someone, because the someone that they're thinking about locking themselves down with, they're not sure they can be faithful to, because they have so much insecurity about who they are, and their own issues. And they like attractive, pretty, handsome distractions. They're willing to say, yeah, I'm going to be distracted. I want to be distracted. It's almost like a form of disassociating from their emotional state, okay? It's just like objectifying and going to the place where it feels good immediately, so that they don't have to deal with the emotional, I hear the word like garbage, like backup, like the emotional sewage system. I've never used that before, but that's what I'm getting of what they need to deal with, the issues they haven't dealt with, the pain they haven't dealt with, okay? And so, they need to spend some time on themselves and dealing with their issues and getting to the heart of them. Yeah, there's just a lack of emotional depth here with this person, okay? And spirit, angels, the universe is trying to bring them to a place where they have to deal with being emotionally unavailable. They may have given you, if this is a relationship, they may have given you some emotion. And it's like, I feel like someone is so hungry for that you just lap up the crumbs. But I want to tell you, honey, you deserve more than that. Listen to Auntie Amy, okay? I'm telling you. Do not settle for less than what you deserve. As hard as that may be, you know, if this is a relationship that you treasure, then you need to open up and talk. And, you know, that may be difficult for you. This is about you being able to voice your needs. In order to grow closer, in order to overcome this, you may have to open up and become vulnerable to this person. And I know that is scary, okay? It's very scary because you realize this person isn't emotionally available. Now, for some of you, you know, it's just time to like pack up and be like, you know what? I don't want to be vulnerable to you. You are not emotionally available. You know, either way you go, there's no judgment. You have to do what's best for you in your situation, okay? All right, let's get some more cards here. Tell me more. We have manifest the arse out of it. Dream big. Okay, so I feel like you guys, spirit, your guides, whatever you work with, they want you to focus on what you want in your life, okay? This relationship, yes, relationships are important, but some of you have forgotten, you become distracted by this situation, and you need to refocus on what's important to you, the goals, the dreams, the things you want. Some of you guys may have lost that dream. Like you don't dream anymore. You don't think about that kind of stuff because you're so focused on this dream with this person. And spirit is coming in and saying, listen, honey, it doesn't have to be just one dream. Maybe it's time for you to do some dreaming for yourself. Sorry, I had to cough. My throat chakra. I feel like my throat chakra is trying to close up. And when I feel that, I feel like there are words that need to be said here. There's a conversation that needs to be had between two people because I feel like this situation, it doesn't feel as heavy as group one, but it feels like it hurts, like it's disappointing. And someone wants to talk, but hasn't because there's a fear of vulnerability because you feel like your person isn't emotionally available. And the truth is, it doesn't feel like they are. And I'm not sure if we can change that. I don't know. Like someone has to want to become emotionally available. Someone has to be motivated to do that. And if you decide that having a conversation about that is what's best for you and they don't really actively work through that, you know, then you have a decision to make, okay? Because you deserve to have an emotionally fulfilling relationship because long-term relationships need all of it to keep it going. You need more than this goo goo gaga situation. You need like intellectual communion. You need emotional communion. Okay. You need the ability to have interesting conversations. All right. You deserve that. Okay. So don't cut yourself short. This person is really trying to figure it out. There's a lot of confusion with this person. They definitely think you're hot though. They definitely think y'all are hot. So if you're wondering if they think you're hot, yes, they do. And they're distracted by it. And when you're talking to them, this may really bother you because some of you guys are like feeling like they're not really listening to you when you're talking. They're saying like, yeah, a lot. I hear you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes they're thinking about like this, like body parts and your last little rendezvous if you've had one. If you haven't had one, they're thinking about what that would be like. It's just like their mind is kind of wondering sometimes, and it bothers them at times that these almost intrusive thoughts about you come up. Like when they see you immediately, no matter what you're saying, sometimes it just like they want to like like they want to like attack you, like in a good way. But you know what I'm saying? Like they want to get physical. They want to hit that. You know what I mean? So it's powerful chemistry. And, you know, for some of you, this could be one-sided. You may not feel the same kind of chemistry. That's a whole other reading, though. Okay, so, but yeah, let's get you some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group 2, these are going to be your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates. So we have AARFBOQODMOMHVND. Now, I want to tell you that I got the ARF here. I'm getting a few things. Like some of them, I'm getting like they're dog lovers or animal lovers. Now, they really like their pets, or they have a thing for animals. They have a lot of animals, or they want animals, or they just enjoy learning about animals, or they watch a lot of animal shows. You get the gist. Also, I'm going to try to say this as PG-13 as possible. Some of them have a thing for, you know, doggy style personal activities. You get what I'm saying, right? Okay, so if you know, you know, and we're going to leave it at that. So, okay, we have the camel here. Okay, when I see the camel, I always think of payment. People say it differently. But here's the thing. What I'm getting with this charm today is I'm getting, again, there's words that need to be said here. Payment often makes a lot of noise when he shows up, okay? He's come through my ghost box a few times, and he always makes a lot of noise. He is one spirit that I know will, like, come through the box because he's a chatterbox, and he's loud, and there have been videos where, you know, he's made noise. Anyway, so I'm feeling like there are words that need to be said here. There is a conversation that needs to be had. If you choose not to have it, then the relationship will kind of remain like this, because I don't feel like the other person will talk about this because they are not emotionally available, okay? It's like someone who is kind of stoic with their emotions, or kind of they're bothered by it, but they're just not emotionally forthcoming. So it's almost like they need an invitation to come forward. And honey, sometimes it can be a real drag, always being the inviter to the emotional party. You know what I'm saying? So if that's something you don't want to do, then it's time to reassess. You know what I mean? And I feel like if this is someone where this is inappropriate, you may need to have a conversation. You may need to be like, you and I need to talk for a second. I need you to know that this is not okay with me, okay? And I need you to back off. I'm aware of this. I'm not going to ignore it anymore, because you know how, I mean, this is me anyway. When inappropriate people make inappropriate whatever, conversation advances, whatever this is, whatever. It could be different things. I often just ignore it. That ignoring it many times to some people reads as approval, like you're in on it and you're okay with it. And I don't think you are. So it's good to let them know that this isn't okay. And be clear about it. If you have let them know in body language and whatnot that it isn't okay, and they continue to do this, then it's time for you to say, hey, and do it then. Do it right then. Don't wait. Say, hey, I see that. And if this is like a third party situation and you're with their person, do it in front of them if you have to. Say, hey, like, hey, you know, you can do it in a way that is not confrontational. If you want, you can do it in a ha-ha kind of way, because if you call the other person's attention to it, no matter how you do it, you and I both know that deep down they're going to be like, huh, what the fuck was that about? Exactly. And that's kind of what may need to happen. But for you in that relationship, it's really about you saying, hey, I am not the one. I am not the one. And I'm not going to change how I look, how I put myself together to help you keep your shit together. It's not my responsibility to express myself in a way that you find like neutralizing to your inappropriate behavior of me. That's not your responsibility. All right. So we have the devil here. There's that sexual triggering energy. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like for many of you with this, if it's a third party situation, like an inappropriate situation, you need to be careful, because this is the kind of person who, like, they don't want to lose the person they're with. They're aware that they shouldn't be doing this. Like, they're aware they shouldn't be doing it, but they are. Okay. And if they can spider in a web, if they can get you in a web and manipulate things, like if they get caught, like you say, hey, don't do that. Don't be surprised if they try to get you in their web and make you the spider, make you the villain in the situation. So be prepared for that. That's all part of, kind of like learning about boundaries and putting up boundaries in really tough situations. A lot of times people will bite back, to defend themselves because they feel like they have something to lose here. Now, if this is your partner, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling like they're setting you up or anything. I just think that they're scared of emotions. They're scared of what they feel, all right? But we have a rosy cross here, and I just feel like there's a lot of star energy, pinnacle energy here, protective energy. We have money here. And I feel like your ancestors, your guides, your God forms, whatever you work with, I feel like they really are wanting you to focus on like your career, your dreams, your goals, okay? I feel like for a lot of you, this situation has been like taken a lot of your energy, and they want you to take back some of your energy from this situation. Allow it to be what it is. You can't force it to be something it's not, okay? You can't force something to give you comfort when it doesn't. You can't force something to be deep when it's not. It either is or it isn't. So take that energy that you may be putting into the situation, trying to help someone open up. If you don't feel like it, don't do it. And put it into yourself. Put it into what you're trying to do, what you're doing, what you're manifesting, the dream that you are living in. Put it into that, okay? Because you deserve that energy, and you may be throwing energy at someone who is not available to receive it yet. It doesn't mean that you can't love your partner through it. It doesn't mean that you can't help them. It doesn't mean that you guys can't come to a good understanding where you both feel fulfilled. It just means that don't spend so much energy and focus on it, because the universe is working. It's doing its thing. And it is reminding you to focus on yourself and what you're doing for yourself and your own goals. Do not lose yourself in a relationship, especially with someone who is emotionally unavailable, okay? Because many times you get in a situation where you lose completely who you are, your dreams, your goals, the things you used to want to do. You lose your vigor for it because you've poured all your vigor and vitality and energy into trying to make something work or make someone open up. You can't make it, okay? You can help it, you can open up to it, but the other person, they have to be willing to do the work, and you can't make someone do work they're not willing to do, okay, honey? So it's best for you to live your best life. If you are in love with this person, of course, be compassionate, work with them. But if you get to a point where you're just like, you know what, this just isn't working for me. I can't do this. Like, I've given as much as I can. Then it's time to, maybe move on, because you deserve to have a happy, fulfilling life. Even in the crazy world we're in, yes, it's still possible. I absolutely believe it's still possible. All right? Okay, group 2, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the Narcissistic Nymph, take back your own power. This is going to be your reading all about who you have triggered. We're going to see how you've triggered them, what you can do about it, all that good stuff. So keep in mind, it's a general reading, so just take what resonates here. I will be pulling letters, initials, and charms at the end of the group, so be sure you stay tuned for that. So you've pissed off a narcissist. You've triggered a narcissistic person, okay? Probably not doing what they want you to do, right? So you've kind of started being like, you know what? You're a narcissistic bitch, And I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be in this situation with you anymore. There's more going on in the world than you, right? Okay, so let's get into it and talk about it. Tell me about this situation. Tell me about this person who's triggered. Who is triggered for my group 3? Who is triggered? We have atonement. Oh. So they're making you feel like you should be sorry. You should be ashamed. You should feel guilty. You've done them wrong. Like, this is like toxic mommy, toxic nanny, a toxic matriarchal energy. Could be paternal. Feels like a toxic auntie, toxic elder. Could be a boss. But it feels like someone who it could be a friend. It could be a friend. But if it's a friend, I feel like it's, it's a good one or someone you've had for a while. Could be a cousin. So I'm feeling different things. So use your discernment here. But I'm feeling like, look at her. She's just like so pissed off and she's mad. She's angry and you should be sorry. Look at you. Look at yourself. Look in the mirror. Look at yourself. How could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? How dare you? Like, you owe me an apology. Let's find out what happened here. Spirit's like, find out what happened. Okay, let's find out what happened here. I'm hearing fight, disagreement. No, you stood up for yourself. That's what you did. You were like, no more of this toxic bullshit. I feel like this person's highly manipulative. So they're on their manipulation game, trying to make you feel bad. Like you did them wrong. Like, how dare you? Like, I've done so much for you. How could you do this to me? Like, you owe me. I've done so much for you, right? Okay. We have the 9 of Swords. Okay. Yeah. This feels like a bad situation. We have Justice in reverse. I'm going to take it. We have the 8 of Hazards. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, this is work, or this is some kind of long-term relationship is what I'm getting. And this person feels like, they feel like you fucked them over. Okay. But the truth is, they're a narcissist. So if the world doesn't spin on their axis and around them in their own timing and as they will it to be, then you're after them. Okay? They are the center of the universe. Let's be clear. That's what I'm feeling here. I almost feel like I'm channeling them. Like, I am the center of the universe. And if you don't do as I say, then you should be sorry, because I matter. Look who I am. It's almost like, okay, this is an example. This doesn't mean this applies directly for you, but if it does, it does. Okay, but this is an example of what I'm feeling. Like a mother who has expected you to look or be a certain way. You stop looking or being a certain way, or dating certain kinds of people or whatever. And they say stuff like, well, we've done so much for you. I've done so much for you. I put you through college. I bought you all these clothes. And this is how you repay me. By, dating people who are beneath your stature, which is gross. I mean, how gross is that? How elitist is that? This person has elitist tendencies. This person, for some of you, this person is like a bigot, a racist. Like, this person is nasty. This is a nasty, nasty energy. And highly triggered by you not falling in line. Okay. Fuck the line. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the line. Fuck the line. We have the Emperor. Very controlling. Super controlling person. Wants what they want when they want it, and you better hop to it. And I feel like this person may at some point have control. They may currently be a boss, or in the past they've had a lot of control over you, and they may be finding recently that they don't have as much, because some of you have gotten sick and tired of the bullshit. A controlling, manipulative, narcissistic boss can make all of your life a living hell. Not just at work, but it trickles into every part of your life. If it's a family member or a friend, of course, they make everything miserable, right? And I feel like there's this energy of like, Look how I've protected you. Look what I've done. I've kept all the bad energy away. I've kept all the bad people away. And this is how you repay me? This is how you repay me? Like, how dare you? How dare you? Look at yourself. Look at what you've become. This person is so judgmental, so arrogant, and so self-centered. Like, for real. This is a self-centered motherfucker. I'm sorry. I know some people are offended by my cussing, but oh well. I am who I am. Okay, let's keep going here. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. What I'm feeling with this is intense focus on this situation. I'm going to tell you something. This person isn't going to let this shit go. They're clinging to this energy. Okay, I'm getting like a stage 5 clinger. They don't let shit go. They're not going to let you go. They're not going to let the situation go. And where are my cards? Where did my cards go? Oh, here they are. Okay, I was like, where is my naughty oracle cards? Okay, let's pull some more energy here. They are not going to let go of this situation. Okay, and here's the thing. When dealing with this narcissistic behavior, what can you do? There's nothing you can do with this. Okay, this person, you could apologize even though you shouldn't really be sorry. Okay, you haven't done nothing wrong. All right, I just want you to know that. You haven't done anything wrong. You're just being who you are, and they can't fucking handle it. So fuck them. And I know for some of you, you're like, but it's my boss, but it's my mom, but it's my dad, but it's my best friend. Oh, well, you know what? They need to embrace who you really are. Okay? People who are meant to be in your life should embrace you as you really are, and not these expectations, projections, and masks that you have been forced to wear or they have projected upon you. When you remove the mask and you're like, this is who I really am, instead of being threatened by it, they should be like, that's beautiful. That's so great. I'm so glad that you were able to come to that place in your life. They may not understand it. And you know what? They don't necessarily have to understand it, but they do need to be there for you and be excited that you're feeling better about who you are. And if it feels like that's not what this person is, they're pissed off because you stopped playing their game. You got wise and it triggered the fuck out of this person. Okay, tell me about it. Okay, we have dragon load of dense shit. Time for energy clearing. Yeah, that's what this is. It's just dense shit. It is their shit. It's their need to control everything. Very controlling. This may be someone who like micromanages you at work, or it could be a parent or another person who micromanages you emotionally, or kind of nitpick. I'm getting like nitpicks at you. They may give you backhanded compliments, or the compliments may be loaded with all kinds of like weird energy, manipulative energy. We have bitchy witch, connect to Mother Earth. Yeah, you need to ground your energy. Ground this stuff. Do some healing. You guys need to heal. This feels very destructive. I feel like some of you guys with this 9 of Swords energy here, you're up worrying, especially if this is work related, because we need our jobs right now, right? Because, you know, the economy has lost its mind. Even though this is a timeless reading, right now the economy has lost its mind. And we're worried. We're worried about, you know, paying our bills and things like that. This also could be another type of situation where you're just worried about, you know, losing this person or how to deal with this person. And you may not have thought about how to not deal with them. Okay. People like this feed off of the interaction. They feed off your discomfort. They like it. Okay. So it may be time for you to figure out how to limit your communication. And I said that in group 2 as well. Sometimes when you have people who are this toxic, the only thing to do is limit your interaction as much as possible. Put up boundaries and limit their access to you. Yes, it will piss them off. Yes, they may call you 50 times. Okay? But that is to weaken your resolve to hold your authenticity, to hold your boundary, okay? Because they feel threatened by you getting free. becoming more free to express yourself and no longer making them the center of your world. And here's the thing, you may not have realized that you made what they thought of you, what they said, the center of your world. You may have thought that was normal, that everybody had that relationship with the people, with the situation you're in, that it was the relationship they had. It isn't. It is not, okay? Suck it up, princess, accept your karma, okay? So I feel like this is really their energy. They're having to realize that you cannot continue to treat people like shit. Every narcissist has a moment of reckoning. Every one of them does. It doesn't mean they stop being toxic. It doesn't mean they change their behavior, although some of them do get help, okay? It means they become aware that they're the bad guy. They become aware of it. And they become aware that the way they acted is the reason why they no longer have access. And they start pulling to the things they love or like about the person. And they realize that they fucked up. Doesn't mean that they will heal and stop that behavior. It just means they're aware. They're aware of what happened here. You know, it is what it is. Let's get a couple more cards here for my group 3. Tell me more about this. I want to call it a shit show. The shit show situation. We have Walking Dead, daily routine, no passion. We have the craft, magic, and mystery. Okay, I feel like this is like a separate little, because we have bitchy witch here. Okay, so I feel like this is a separate message for you guys. Okay, so if you guys are magical, this is for my magical people. Okay, so if you're not magical, this may not resonate for you. But why aren't you casting? Why aren't you doing your magical shit on this? And I mean on yourself. It's time for you to heal yourself. Use your abilities to heal yourself of this situation. That's what you can do. Meditate, chant, pray, cast spells, whatever you do. Heal yourself. Cast on yourself. Use whatever you need to do. Some of you may feel like you need to go to therapy or whatnot. Do that. Use your energy to take care of you, okay? Because this person, in their mind, they're always going to cover their ass, okay? They're always going to make sure they're okay. Because the world would not spin if it wasn't for them, okay? Really overinflated ego here. Leaving with something, someone creepy, okay? So it may be time for you just to kind of like be a ghost. Maybe ghost them for a while, literally. Or maybe just like become a ghost in the situation, meaning like you put up your boundaries, you only interact as you need to, and you don't open up about anything. All right. They don't have a right, especially a boss, doesn't have a right to know about your personal life. This person, if this is some kind of relation or relationship, personal relationship, you don't have to tell them what's going on. It's none of their fucking business. Repeat it to me. Repeat it with me. It's none of their fucking business, period. Nothing follows. Okay. You don't have to tell them what's going on. If they ask you, you could say, you know what? It's just, that's a personal matter. And I don't feel comfortable discussing it with you. Yes, you will further trigger them. This person is highly triggerable. Okay? They're going to be triggered. Any kind of action or non-action you take will have some kind of reaction from them. All right? So just kind of accept that. They're not capable of not really reacting. And even when they're not reacting, they're ignoring. And that's a reaction, right? So this person's very volatile. So you have to do what you need to do to protect yourself. And for some of you, it's the magic. It is your spirituality. It is your practice. It is whatever brings you peace. So for some of you guys, I'm seeing you fishing. Like go out and do some fishing when you can. Like mow your grass. Some of you guys like to work outside. Go plant some flowers. You know, do those things that feed your soul. All right. Okay, let's get you some letters, initials, and some charms. Okay, group 3, these are your letters, your initials, and your charms. Keep in mind it's a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. These could be your initials, their initials, a meaningful word, a screen name. Just take what resonates. I'm going to read the letters off for you. We have DMSYE, AORUQCINY, EBOROTIMF. Okay. All right. So you have a lot of charms here. The camel came out again. But you know what I'm getting with this is like, you're tough. You know, camels can go through the desert with like no water because they have that hump that stores water. Like, you can do this. You can persevere through this. Okay. You just need to be kind to yourself. We have the butterfly here. This is about transformation. We have a skull here. This really is about you growing more into your own power, you doing some self-care, and really empowering yourself through self-knowledge, becoming more comfortable with yourself. Now, we have the talking heads here. So this person is talking about you, as far if you want to know. Yes, they are. They're definitely talking about you. They're very parasitic. So they are getting energy off talking about you, okay, which is gross. We have the gossip shell too. So yeah. But I feel like we have this star here, which is I forgot which. To me, it feels like a healing grounding stone. It feels like obsidian, but I don't think it is. I don't think this is obsidian, but it feels like it. So I feel like you just need to ground your energy. Probably if you have to be around this person, you should clear your energy often. Okay, clear your energy often when you have to be around this person before you go in and when you leave. Okay, it will help you get clarity about what to do, how to maneuver through this. And for some of you guys, I'm getting like, okay, I don't get this often, but for some of you, you need to go outside and kind of like do some stargazing, like connect with the universe, connect with the energy that you feel is larger, bigger, more broad. So it will help you get inspired to dream bigger about your life and to embrace the wonder of who you are. Because this kind of energy can really make you feel bad about yourself. And it's time for you to embrace and love on yourself and embrace the wonder of the human experience. And I know right now, like I've said this several times today, but it's true. It's a timeless reading, but the world has lost its mind. And sometimes when the stability that we thought we had in the world seems to be failing, we can feel very lost. And the wonder of being here starts to kind of like get lost in all that mess and density. And it's really important to connect to your spirit, to the wonder of the human experience, and to experience some lighter aspects of being here. It will help you transmute some of this density. And some of you guys, if you are a magical being, if you resonate with magic in any kind of way, or chanting, or you're spiritual in any kind of way, get into your practice, okay? Use it to help you with this situation, all right? Okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.